Those with the whoop drop. If you're busy plotting on what I like that song. That's one of my favorite Post Malone songs because like it's got that beat, and like he's not whiny, and it's like this is fun. Like Lambo do whoop da. If you're busy plotting on what I got, like it's like I think in a lot of Post Malone songs he's just like I don't know, like Deja Vu, and then like I don't know, Feeling Whitney. Like a lot of I think this is not very profound. He's either whining or he's giving, or he's fronting and saying, "Oh, I'm fucking amazing," right? But I think Candy Paint is like, I mean, it is the frontin' song, right? And I'd rather kind of, I don't know. I think every so often the whiny bitch songs are nice, not just from Post Malone, but from everybody. But I kind of like the, fuck you. This is awesome. This is great. We did it. You could do it too. Like, I don't know. I like that shit too. Anyway. Like Kanye, I feel like sometimes a little bit like that. Like a lot of his shit is like, I'm fucking the goddamn best. And then, like, I don't know. I mean, he has less whiny shit. Anyway. The reason why I was listening to music is because I just went on a run, and the reason why I went on a run was because I knew I was going to procrastinate on this video, because I've been procrastinating on making this Mortython video for multiple weeks, or for multiple days, I guess. I guess it was like a week ago, so not too many weeks, but I was procrastinating. I wanted to procrastinate with something that I thought would be better than, watching YouTube videos, because that's kind of depressing. So, I went for a run, but that is, I don't know, that was good. And now, because sometimes you procrastinate, and like that's fine. You try to mitigate that as much as possible. Try to be productive even when you're doing that. And now it's time to stare it in the face. And the reason why I'm struggling staring it in the face is because I think there are a lot of unknowns there, and I think that there are real stakes there for me, right? The stakes being, here's what I'm afraid of. I think the best case scenario is I create a video that is very deliberately made, that tells an inspiring story about this dude from my office, and it inspires the people that I work with, and it inspires the people that I know to look at the people around them and support their ideas, right? It also, paints me as a compassionate person that, like, will help you if you're working on a project, right? That is what I think is it's also, a display of, like, my video skills, and it's done in an artful and skillful way, that storytelling, right? I think the worst case scenario is that I come off as an arrogant prick. I come off as someone who saw someone else getting attention and wanted to beat them so that I could get the attention, because I'm self-motivated and because I'm insecure and I need the attention from others, and I'm, motivated by getting that attention, And I think in my brain, I think from any perspective, both of those narratives have value, right? In my perspective, this is 99.99999% right, of the perspective, and then there's like 0.0001% of this right here, because there is always ego when you do something big and crazy, right? It's like very, very few people run a marathon and don't tell anybody. That's what I think. Very few people do something amazing and don't tell anybody. And maybe that is, something to think about for the future. But, going into it, I was super proud because, I didn't think the people around me knew I could run a marathon. I didn't think I could. I told myself that I couldn't do it, right? I believed that about myself. So there is a little ego in there for me. Not to beat Morty, but like there is ego that I accomplished this big thing, right? So I think the fear in my head that made me procrastinate on this project was that there are real stakes here, right? There's either huge success or huge failure in that people at work think I'm an egotistical asshole. All of my friends, comment on that video and say, "Oh, Noah, you did such a great job. Like, you're the fucking best." And everybody from work sees that and says, "Wow, well, this was about Morty, and you're an asshole, Noah." Right? There's real stakes, and that will affect my job and my life, right? So I think, though, that, like, I didn't articulate, I think that I feel the worst, I feel the most depressed when I make something when I don't, when I develop the vision after I create the product, right? When I basically, go ahead, I rush in, I create a product, and then I, look back. And this is with creative projects, because I think this is a great way to learn things at the beginning, right? But sometimes I think, I don't know, when I rush in, I do something, and then I realize along the way that it doesn't meet the vision that was in my head, but kind of like in the back, right? It wasn't very well articulated, right? So basically, when I make a video that's bad, right, and then I compare that to all the possibility that video had when I started it, right, that's when I feel the worst, right? So I think right now my best, the best use of my time would be to articulate the very best that this video could be. And I kind of did just now, right, with the best and worst case scenarios, right? And then, articulate the vision, break up that vision into different parts of what I think go into making that vision, and then execute on building each of those parts using the footage that I have from that day, other stuff that I need to record right now, and, whatever else I need, right? Music, cuts, right? What are you supposed to feel at each section of this structure, right? I'm not afraid. I think that when people are new to making video, right, they get bogged down with all of the, can I turn on a camera and edit it and make a thing? It's like, I know I can do that now, right? Now, the next step is, can I make a plan for, like, a checklist that I want people, like a funnel, right, that I want people to go through and be affected by, because I know I can execute the plan in the video portion, right? Now I need the strategy of the plan. So I need to write a really, really, really great plan, and I need to just work on it a bit. And then once I do that, I can, go ahead and execute on that with the tools that I already have, with the bricks, right? I need a house plan, and then I need the bricks of the video. This book right here has really helped me think about these ideas. I don't know if that book is supposed to be used for video production, but I think that a lot of what it, I think it can be applied there. I spoke about that a little bit in the previous video, but one of the most powerful things in this book so far, to me, was this formula right here, right? It says, I'm reading it backwards, but it says, utility times inspiration times empathy equals quality content, right? So useful information times inspiration times empathy, right? So I guess, to me, empathy is there, right? The reason why I did the race in the first place is because I wanted to run it with Morty, right? The second thing is inspiration. I never believed that I could do it. I took a chance. I tried my fucking hardest, and we both fucking did it, right? That's inspiring as hell to me, right? And then utility, right? That is one step where I think I'm losing, right? It's because I don't I don't have any tips. I mean, I do have tips, but I don't think I very well articulated them when I was, building the bricks, when I was recording the videos day of the race, and when I was doing that. And also, I don't have very many shots of us actually running, which is a huge problem. So maybe I'm gonna, maybe that means, maybe I explain that and I go shoot some video of me running around. Maybe that's it. I don't know. This whole thing is about framing, right? It's about, I need to construct a frame of this story, in a way that I love it, that is true, that I love, and that makes other people inspired and feel, really feel the story. And I think this one is really important to me because I've already put so much effort into it. I've already put so much of myself into it. I told Morty multiple times, it's like, dude, I think what you're doing is truly inspiring. Like, can I do this with you? I've already put myself out there a lot. And so to me, it's like, there's already a lot of work that I've put into this, work that I've never done before and that I'm really proud of. So right now it's like, I need to I want to get this one right,